His voice is always the same. Once you heard it, it won't change. He doesn't trick you. His voice is always the same, consistent too. You also know the voice of the Father. You don't confuse it. You're not going to mix it with the voice of the world. The world has a voice. The devil has a voice. Your mind has a voice. Your feeling has a voice. And God has a voice. But He's your Father. You are not going to be confused what His voice is. He doesn't lie. Say it in John chapter 10, 27 and 28. He says, my children hear my voice. They follow me. They will not follow the voice of strangers. They will not follow the feelings. They will not follow the devil. They will not follow the mind, but they will follow me because I am the good shepherd and they will follow me. So you will hear His voice. When you read the Bible, many of them heard His voice. God speaks to you and me in various ways. He speaks to us in various ways. The main way He speaks to us is through the written word. Siri is not your manual. GPS is not your manual. But the word of God is live and well. It doesn't change. And He will speak to you through His word. But we have to hear it. By reading it, you will know the voice of God. In Exodus chapter 3 through 8, what happened here? Moses was a man like you and me with assignment to bring the people of God from the place of bondage to a liberty, to freedom. And He led those people. But he had a desire to hear from God. He doesn't know how to lead. Think about it. A nation by one person to be led. We had over 30 people yesterday in our conferences. I got lost. It was so much desiring to make everyone happy. Jesus has to make that for the nation, the whole nation. He need leading, direction. He need instructions. So he went to God. He went to Mount Sinai. Purpose in his heart. In his heart, I'm going up there. I'm going to pray. And then God is going to talk to me. Come on, church. We serve a God who doesn't force us. Free religion will force you. They force you. That's another God. Our God, He doesn't force Himself on you and me. I need to seek Him. He's almighty. I'm the servant. I need to seek Him. Moses seek God. Wanted to hear from God. God spoke. As Moses believing to get in that mountain, and he probably planning to kneel down and to have a certain posture and say, God, my Father. Before that, Moses didn't start calling God yet. His heart was right. Before Moses opened his mouth, he says, hey, the ground you are standing is a holy ground. Take your shoes off. Did Moses took his shoes off? Absolutely. Why? Because he heard His voice. He's a child of God like you. Then we have this amazing story in the Bible, starting the book of Acts. So this man is zeal for the God he doesn't know. Actually, he don't have relationship. His name is Paul, and he have religion, and he is going to destroy the people who have relationship with God. On his journey to destroy a church, God came. Acts 9, 3 through 5, we read again. Saul, Saul, why are you persecuting me? Because Saul is a man of authority and power. Nobody in that time will question his action. When he heard that voice, he realized this person has a guts to talk to me. He must be my Lord, above me. Who are you, Lord? Who are you? He doesn't have relationship. What happened is he heard his voice. What did I say? You will not miss the voice of God. I laugh when sometimes people say, I missed God. I don't want to miss God. Are you kidding me? You can't miss God. He's a big God. You miss people. You turn this way and they turn that way. You miss them. It's a big target. You can't miss him. A small target you will miss. You ever play dart? This arrow to circle right there. You do is you have to throw in the circle that dart will go boom. Most of the time you hit everywhere. After many practice, you know how to hit it, but it's not easy. You just there. Our God is a big God. Look for him, you won't miss him. What are you talking about? He's bigger than your circumstance. In 1 Kings 19:18, I talk about Elijah. Elijah was a mighty prophet in his time. In this chapter, there were false prophets arising, confusing people. But Elijah knows his God. He knows his God. So when the false prophet arise and start confusing people, Elijah came by the mighty power of God. And each one of them died. God came in the form of fire and he showed himself. People immediately know the true God. By this time, the authority were very angry at him, the queen and the king. They looked for his life to kill him. Elijah ran to hide in the cave. He is a servant of God. Don't be deceived if you are a servant of God that you don't face challenges. That's a joke. The enemy is your adversary, so he will try everything to slow you down. Elijah in his hiding, he prayed quietly. When you are hiding from the king, you have to hide and pray quietly. He says, Lord, all the true prophets are dead. I'm alone. And even me, the king is gonna kill me. That's why I'm hiding. And God spoke. You're not the only one. What are you talking about? You're the only prophet left. 7,000 who did not bow down to the idol are alive for me. Elijah, in his lowest moment, he cried out and the Lord spoke. Elijah heard his voice.